Molly's Game was written and directed by Aaron Sorkin and stars Jessica Chastain as Molly Bloom, an Olympic-class skier who eventually turned to running high-stakes poker games, leading to criminal charges, a court case, and a book that a lot of people read, exposing the underworld of poker with celebrities and all kinds of really weird shit. This is based off of a true story and a really damn good movie. Aaron Sorkin's one of the best writers out there. A lot of people know his work from films like The Social Network, A Few Good Men, TV shows like The West Wing, and here he shows himself to be a very good director. He's not quite as good a director as he is a writer, but that only makes sense because this is his first time directing. This is certainly a competently directed movie, but it's the performances and the incredible dialogue and the true life story that make Molly's Game such a special movie. Jessica Chastain, I don't think she can really be awful in a movie. She's been in awful movies, but she herself can't be awful in a movie. At least I haven't seen that happen yet, and she is terrific here. This is one of her best performances. It's such a great role because it's a fascinating character. She's a person who started out as an Olympic-class skier with a serious spinal condition. After an injury, she was forced to rethink her whole life and somehow ended up hosting these high-stakes poker games. It's such a strange true life story and one that is just begging to be told on the big screen. This movie is also filled with Oscar-worthy supporting work from Idris Elba as an attorney who is interested in her case, and Kevin Costner as Molly's father. He's a very stern father. He tries to train her to be the best skier, but when that doesn't work out, you can tell that he's the type of father that you would often think is very disappointed in you, even if you do amazing things. And there's an emotional scene in the film on a bench outside between father and daughter that I found to be one of the most satisfying and touching scenes of the entire year. It really took me by surprise. This whole film is littered with incredible dialogue sequences. Most of it is narrated, and sometimes that can be looked down upon in writing, but Sorkin finds a way to make it work for this story. I think some of the best films actually feature narration, American Psycho being one of my favorites. If you can pull it off, and if you can make it really work and not feel like it's just feeding us the information instead of showing us the information, then it's quite enjoyable, and I think Aaron Sorkin did a good job with that. The movie is quite long at 2 hours and 20 minutes, and it doesn't necessarily drag because I was always interested. But there are sequences in retrospect, looking back on the film, that I don't really feel need to be in the movie. Characters and little moments that are entertaining, but don't really add anything to the story, and sometimes it feels like it's being padded into the film unnecessarily, so that just builds and builds to a longer runtime, which sometimes can make the pacing of the film drag a little bit. Beyond that, I was riveted from beginning to end with Molly's Game. It has some of the best performances of the year, it has some of the best writing of the year, and it has a true life story that is so vastly strange and unbelievable that it truly has to be witnessed. And I think more people should see it. I hope more people do see this film because it's one of my favorites of the year. I'm going to give Molly's Game an A. So I mentioned in my last review for All the Money in the World that I had one more review coming to you guys, and it was this one. I have not yet seen Phantom Thread. My screening for that, unfortunately, was when I was in Chicago. There's a few more films I need to see, like I, Tonya, and a few other smaller films that I haven't got a chance to see yet here in Cleveland. Guys, thank you so much as always for watching. Look forward to my best of the year video, my worst of the year video, and my most underrated and overlooked of the year video coming very soon. Guys, you're the best. Thank you so much. And if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.